Hello, this is a Cobra RM43SP80V, which is a 17-inch rotary mower with a rear roller to give you a lovely stripe on your lawn, and everything you need to do that is in this box. So what I'm going to do is just cut open the tape, and then we can get all the components out, and I'll show you just how quick it is to get it ready for mowing your lawn. Well, here we've got everything that was in the box. So we've got the mower unit itself, we've got the rest of the handle assembly and nuts and bolts to put that together. We've got the grass collection box just here, that needs minimal putting together there just to finish it off. And then of course we've got the batteries and the 2 chargers there. So what we're going to do to start with is to put the handle assembly on this, and then we can put the batteries in afterwards. So very simple to do. What we've got here is this part that goes on first, so that is going to go on the back, and then this will attach to it. Comes with these protective caps on there just to stop it scratching when it's in transit, so I'm going to take those off. And then we've also got 2 protective caps just here, 1 and 2, so they can be taken off. You don't need those again. We've got 4 nuts and bolts, so I'm going to get those ready to put on. So we've got a nut and a bolt, flat washer and a spring washer, so we've got 2 for either side of the mower. The only thing you do need with this in the way of tools is you need a 13mm socket or spanner. Taking this first part of the handlebar there, I'm going to make sure that the cables remain inside this. So I've got this here, and what I'm going to do is just to offer this so that these holes, these square holes, line up with the square holes on that side. It fits on the outside of the red bracket, and then I'm just balancing that on my shoulders if you've not got anybody to help hold it. Push the bolt through, it's got a square end on it so that locks it into position. Flat washer, split washer and the nut, and for now I'm just going to put them on finger tight until we get the spanner, and then repeat that on the bottom hole. And then we do exactly the same on the other side. Then once you've got them all finger tight, it's just a case of get the spanner on, just tighten them onto the split washer. You want these fairly tight because this is going to be the base of the handlebar. There, so that's nice and secure. We can then put on the top part. Now we'll notice here, if we just have a look at this, it's already got the nut and bolt there, so I'm going to take off the red plastic knob on the end, and then we'll take the bolt out. If the center sleeve, plastic sleeve comes out, that needs to go back in, so I'm just going to pop that back in to there like that. Okay, and then we do the same on the other side. Just take off the red plastic knob, and then we can take out the bolt, leaving in the sleeve like that. And then what we do is we can lift this up into position like this, making sure that our cables are in the center like that, and then position that one either side. And what we do is we push through our bolt from there like that and put on the red knob, and same with this side. Push that through from the inside out like that and tighten that up. And then both of those need to be tightened up just to make sure everything's nice and firm like that. So there we can see. And then finally we've got a couple of cable clips here just to make sure that these cables don't flap around. We can just clip those into position, one there and the other one just there. So that's going to hold everything where it needs to be. So that's the mower essentially set up. What we need to do next is to get the grass box ready for it. And again, very simple to do this. We've got a couple of protective caps on there, so they need to come off. One this side, these are just put on in transit to stop it scratching the mower. So we'll take those off, otherwise you won't be able to use it. This is partly put together already. What we need to do is finish off by just clipping this onto the bottom rail there. So it's just a case of opening that up and clipping that onto there, and then likewise this one, just put that on the inside and fold that over there, and this one here, and just open it up with your fingers and clip it on. So that holds everything there ready, and all we need to do then is put that onto the back of the mower, which is very, very simple. Just got the flap here on the mower. If I lift that up, it's spring loaded. You'll see in there are 2 springs, and what I'm going to do is just sit that so it cradles onto it like that. So that holds it nice and secure, but then when we put the flap down, that makes sure all the grass goes back into the box. So that now is ready for mowing, except for one thing, it needs the batteries in. So the mower supplied with 2 40-volt lithium-ion batteries, which combined give us the 80 volts of power, and there they are. They also come with some basic instructions and just tips on maintenance of the battery for longer life. Each battery has got a indicator button on there. They're partly charged when you get them, but they should be fully charged before you mow. But this just tells us that this one is about 3/4 charged. So you get the 2 batteries, and then you also get 2 fast chargers, so that you can charge both your batteries at the same time. That's quite important. If you're mowing and the batteries go flat, you want to charge as quickly as you can. So this enables you to be able to do that, and that is one of the chargers there. Very, very easy to use, plugs into the mains, and when we do charge, it's simply a case of getting the battery that slides in. It will only go in one way. It sits on the top and then slides until it clicks. Once it clicks like that, it's engaged, and it will then charge up as long as the power's on. You'll notice that we've got a green flashing light, and when the battery is fully charged, that will go a solid green and the red light will go out, and at that point we know we can take the battery out and fit it into the mower. It's just a case of releasing the red lever there, and that will slide off. So 2 charged batteries can then be put into the mower, and the batteries go in the top here. There's the battery compartment. We just lift this flap here, and both of them go in side by side, and they can only go in one way, so you can't get it upside down or back to front. It's just a case of getting them in, lining them up, and then it will click into position like that. So there's one battery, and then the second battery goes in there, and once they've clicked, that is it. Now to get them out, again, is very simple. We just release that same red catch and they spring load out. So easy to get in and out. And finally, just before we can mow, just as a safety device, we have the red key that fits into that keyhole, and we have to turn it to the on position to be able to use the mower. If you want to isolate it, we just switch it off, take it out, and then put it back in again when you want to commence mowing. So that's it, it's now ready to mow. So we're going to lift it down onto the grass, and I'll show you how to start it. Just a little tip before you start the mower, it's important that you raise the height of cut, and when you unpack it from the box and set it up, it will be on the lowest setting, just to make sure that it fits in the box really. So the height adjustment lever is here to raise the height of cut, so we're going to take it up to the top so that it's clear of the grass. It just means when you start the motor and the blade, you haven't got lots of grass that's going to tangle it up. So do that first, and then to start the mower it's really easy. We've got the controls at the top here. It's very straightforward. We've got another button there that would tell us how much charge we've got in either of the batteries, so that's just handy to be able to check. And then we've got a red button, a red lever and a black lever. To start the mower, to get the motor running, we have to push in this red button. It will not start until that is in place, so that is another safety feature. And then once we've got that in place, we can pull back the red lever, which starts the motor and the blades. And remember, this is self-propelled, so to make it move forward, we then push in the black lever. So we can start it to start with like that, and you'll hear it engage, and then black lever in, and we can mow off. And there you have it. That is the Cobra RM43SP80V rotary mower. It's got the stripe there because of the roller. It's a super little mower, so it's great for cutting all sorts of lawns. But remember, when you have finished mowing, it's a good tip to take out both of the batteries, because you can charge them up and get them ready for next time you want them, and also store them somewhere over 5 degrees just to increase the length of them. So good battery management is important. So enjoy your mower and happy mowing.
Remember to register your Cobra online at www.cobragarden.co.uk. Always have your Cobra serviced regularly. Check the website for your nearest dealer.